right, we're live. Here we are. Everyone is fantastic and comfortable, and they've got their puffs and it's other everything. I'm not gonna unveil until you're comfortable already. Give me a thumbs up there, Mikki. Just so we're all good. We got the thumbs up. It is time. Welcome to this is the Love Doctor live stream episode 45. 45. Can you believe that? It's almost been a full year that this has been running at this point. We're in the final stretch. There was a couple of weeks that were missed due to different events and being live actually in person for 2 weeks. Welcome everybody. Look here. It's the fabulous Mikki Michelle is with us all the way from Australia. She's being lit by sunlight for fuck's sakes. All right, and right over here is Koko. Koko is with us. Everybody is logging in to start watching. Christopher Murtaugh says Slante. I haven't poured my drink yet, Christopher. I'll get the drink out. These pricks still have not sponsored me. Miriam is saying hello from Salem. Welcome back, Miriam. It's good to see you here again. Well, tell us what you're drinking out there, so we know. I'm just pouring myself the drink. This is the Love Doctor live stream. We are going to be answering your questions about love, sex, and relationships with a special guest that I have here. Christopher Murtaugh is you know what? Christopher Murtaugh is watching from two different platforms. There's YouTube, and then he's also on Facebook. I love the fact that the dedication that he's doing to. Definitely, he's trying to increase our viewership, so everything looks good. Oh, Miriam's drinking grapefruit bubbly.
Wild tonight.
That is, I believe that's supposed to be good for your heart as long as you're not taking Lipitor. That's an old man comment. We'll live with that.
I'm trying to figure out what that is.
Yeah, I'm laughing on the inside. I get it.
I'm like, yeah.
There we are. Christopher doesn't know who that other guy is that's using their name, but they bet he's handsome. That's you know what? I've never seen. Well, no, I have seen masturbation on the internet before. I was. It's just a different way of doing it. Midnight Zulus is not drinking, but just got you a bowl. Welcome, Zulus, and that's quite the interesting profile picture. I do have to say, if anyone else can make that out, just very good.
Hey, on dit santé avant.
Dit santé? Santé and slanche.
Santé, and you have to look me in the eyes or else it's 7 years of bad sex.
Oh, God.
There it is.
I don't want that.
Here we go.
We're like looking us all in.
I'm cracking over my water.
Good.
I just realized that I'm missing one of the lights, and that's why I'm getting some weird shadows thing happening. William is having their Lipitor, so best not touch the grapefruits. Hagar is saying, Kaya's fans are in the house, speaking up already. Agua, 63 Des is saying, Agua, getting that water in. I'm just going to turn on a light. Kaya, you just had the wonderful Lost Cove show. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that? And I'll be listening while I'm turning on that other light.
Absolutely. So Lost Cove is my troupe. It's entirely cutie BIPOC. And we just had a second successful show. We started in January, and our last show was a full house, and it was great. And I'm super proud of us. We follow the sort of community theater kind of vibe. People of all levels of experience can be a part of it, all bodies. And if you see our cast, you'll see there's actual representation and no tokenism. So that's always cool. So yeah, I'm super proud of it.
Rightfully so. Now, Mikki, you lived in Montreal for too short a while, as far as I'm concerned. Before you've gone back, and you're the producer of the Cabaret Abnormal, which you started here in Montreal, but you're now producing those live because you can do live shows in Australia at this point in time. What do you have coming up on some of your shows?
Well, the Cabaret Abnormal shows are coming up in May, actually, but I am preparing for those. Like, one of them will be a solo show. Ooh. Yours truly, a solo show. Ooh. It's called Freak. And other than that, I'm starting the whole Cabaret Abnormal variety show to build the brand even more here.
Fantastic. That is variety shows. You know, that's what I tend to love as well. We've got William is saying Kaya is so sexy with the French.
Right.
And also no on the grapefruits. Definitely not good with the Lipitor. Kaya, Winnie loves you. That's Bookie has said that. Get your questions in. If you want to ask a question, you can just drop it into the chat. But if you're afraid,
No, they can just flatter us.
or just
Right?
flatter us like that. Exactly. Let's
Mickey's
make sure.
so sexy.
Definitely.
Huh? Sorry?
I said Mickey's so sexy.
Oh my God,
Mickey.
Mickey. Oh my God.
And the Love Doctor is the biggest DILF, you know, so.
I didn't want to say it.
There we if we want to also get your questions in an anonymous fashion, you can always go to the Slido. So Slido is just a separate little website. So you go there and it'll ask you for an event code, and that's the event code. So you can put that in there to put in your questions in anonymously. We have some questions already in. Let's take a look. Are you ready for questions? Is everyone else set? There is a bookie saying all of your beautiful, so expecting tons of flattery. Oh, my beautiful heart at this point. So here we go. Let's show the polls. All right, we'll start at the bottom. All right. Tough question right off the top is what fetishes should just not be done? Kaya, you are in the hot seat.
Okay. So I have a bit of difficulty with telling people don't do this, don't do that, this is wrong, this is right. But I'd say as soon as a fetish becomes dehumanizing and you don't see the person for who they are and you only see them as a fetish, like let's say with a racial fetish, if you only like that person because let's say they're Asian and nothing else, that's when it starts to become a bit of a problem. But in general, when it comes to fetishes, as long as everyone is consenting and of age, please, and human, please, and alive, I'd say.
The live thing. That's a good thing. I don't know. Silicon can be involved if it's a silicon person.
Absolutely. But if we're talking about people, when we're talking about objects, I'm like, go ahead, okay? If you're into, I don't know, whatever you're into, go ahead. But when it comes to people, I'd say that's when there are perhaps certain limits.
Definitely. I agree with that fully. We've got Salty Margaritas saying hi again. And then a big hi for Mikki.
Hi.
There we are.
Hello, darling.
Winona J. Fox, another a new person has evolved since you left. I think since you've left, is saying that they love the looks tonight. Virgil Jose is saying, Kaya, you look gorgeous. So does Mikki.
Right.
And Ev Lit is saying, look at the big puff. It's like you're ready to be showered with.
Yes.
There's Ev Lit is saying the absolute worst fetish is wearing sunglasses inside. It's a good thing I don't do it for the fetish purposes there, Ev. Just if you want to find more of Mikki online, it's Cabaret Abnormal. Do you have anything to add to that question?
No, as far as fetishes go, I absolutely agree with Kaya. But the other part of the question was, what was it? What are the worst signs to date? Is that what it was?
No, that was another question. So there was 3 questions on the screen. We were going to go with the bottom one first, and then
I have nothing more to add regarding fetishes.
All right. And Winona J. Fox is they met Mikki at the man spread in the before time. That's what we call the pre-COVID.
Yeah. We got it. We get it.
Is there an Australian term for it?
Oh no, we say the same thing. You know, pre-COVID, before time, that kind of thing. So yeah.
Understood. All right. I guess just to weigh in, I agree with most everything that Kaya says. It's just also when we're talking about not involving people, exhibitionism is kind of fine, but don't be surprising people. Like you don't want to do it, and definitely not involving the minors, etc.
Oh,
It's most definitely. Oh God, that's horrible.
Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah,
That's your
it's
reaction.
the idea of having silks on your balcony is fine, but if you're on the second floor outside of school, that's not fine.
No.
Just pick the times. Winter would be very bad. Wet things stick to the steel railings.
It's only okay if it's in front of a senior citizen, but no, it's
No,
not.
because they're not willing. That's the key. We have to talk about everyone being willing. And the thing is, you can also explore darker themes. I don't want to get in trouble on this, but you can explore the darker themes as long as you are still respecting the person. And sometimes it can be fun to play with the darker themes. Some people enjoy them, but as long as you realize that is just playtime and not reality, then that is the best way to look at it. And yeah.
Absolutely. And some of it can actually even help you overcome certain traumas as well, as long as you have boundaries.
that's a good way of looking at it.
Yeah.
Salty is saying that Mikki looks gorgeous.
Oh, thank
There we are. Yeah, definitely. It's sometimes it's good to explore these parts of the psyche in a safe, consensual way, surrounded with people that you care about, who also are caring about you. We have the question. I knew it was going to come at some point. What time is it in Australia, by the way?
Check my phone. It is 1:12 p.m. on March 4.
1:12 p.m. on March 4. You're in the fucking future.
Yeah, this is why I dress this way. That's what everyone's wearing now.
What everyone will be wearing tomorrow. That's what everyone will be wearing tomorrow.
Yes, I see it. I can see it.
There we are. The next question that we have coming in here is, because we start at the bottom, the last one has been done. What are weird things that you're attracted to in a person? Weird things that you're attracted to in a person. You know what? I'm in the hot seat for this one. So first thing I'm going to have to say, I don't consider them weird. Actually, if the person is a little weird, that makes them more interesting. And yes, I'm attracted to that. But it's the person. That's what I find attractive. Everyone that I've ever dated has always had something about them that I truly admired. And it's never been consistent with the many different people I've dated. And that, I think, is kind of the beauty of life. Winona J. Fox is saying that Australia is the future. Kaya, what is your take to that question?
According to my dating history, I seem to be very attracted to people with dead fathers. So that's something. But okay, that was just a coincidence. And they were dead before I met them. Let's just clarify that.
That was the little part we were worried about.
But in all seriousness, in terms of physical aspects, I'm weirdly really attracted to people who have dark circles. I don't get it. I don't know. I find it super sexy. And I also like teeth that aren't that straight. Like I like slight crookedness and like fangs. I just find it super sexy and charming. I don't know.
What do you mean by dark circles? As in the people that have the bags under the eyes? All right.
Yeah.
We understand why I'm wearing the sunglasses.
So I don't want to have sex with you.
There we are.
Oh my God.
Mikki, what is your take?
No, I agree with you, Love Doctor. I appreciate uniqueness, but as far as being weird goes, I think that is their unique quality, and I think that makes them attractive.
Boom. That definitely, that is probably, I have to agree completely. Well, then again, you were agreeing with me, so I guess by default, we agree with each other. That's a good Venn diagram. Evlet just wants to confirm with Kaya that it's vampirism that she's into.
I think I just like people who don't sleep much because it's like, oh, what were you doing all night? You know what I mean?
And crooked teeth. Meth. You like meth heads. We just realized.
I think that's my type. That's my type.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't say it bad. I just think they're not placed like piano keys.
Yes. not piano keys. Understood. Salty Margarita saying that Mikki is from the future and Australian fetishy things too.
Oh God, I don't even want to think about what that could be.
You know what? I just found out about the Koko. Are you?
The Koko.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's somebody sent me a little picture, and it basically was a picture of the Koko, which are nice, cute, cuddly type
They're
animals.
adorable.
Like most anything that's not fully out to kill you straight out in Australia, but it's cute and cuddly looking. But the caption read, "If you ever feel like a bad parent, if a Koko is confronted by a predator, it will throw its children and run."
Oh, I did not know that. Wow.
So I guess that's
Sinister undercurrents there.
it's definitely cinder. It's just, you know, well, in Australia you got to worry about what's going to eat you or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Elswitha Brown, welcome, Elswitha. It's been a little while. They are so cute. We definitely agree that they are so cute. Are we ready for the next question?
Mm-hmm.
Next question we have here are what are your favorite signs to have sex with and least favorite? There we are. That Mikki, you just went, oh God, because you realized you're in the hot seat.
I'm assuming astrology signs. Is that what I'm getting? Okay.
You know what? If they don't clarify, you can take it any which way you want.
Okay. Best signs. I think. God, let me think. I've got to go through each and every one of them in my head. No, I'd say Libra is pretty good, as well as Sagittarius. And bad is, Gemini for so many reasons. I can't really go into it. I just don't know.
Yeah. We've all been victimized by a Gemini in this.
Yeah. And a Scorpio too. I should know because I am a Scorpio.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell me that. That's dangerous.
God, I know.
That is a dangerous thing to admit. As I'm about to admit that I'm a Gemini.
I know. I didn't want to say anything.
There we are. So I've just outed myself as unfuckable in some people's books, which is perfectly fine. There is. All right, Libras. I definitely agree with. You know what? This is if the people are following like their actual. I'm not.
Yeah.
There's a quote I really like. Is I don't believe in astrology, but I'm a Sagittarius, and that's how we think.
No, yeah.
So I think I butchered it a little bit, I'm a Sagittarius and we're skeptical. Libras and Scorpios have truly made some good connections. I can't think of any bad ones. Actually, I had a bad experience with a Scorpio as well. So
I'm sorry about that. No.
Hey, what's in the past is in the past. So these are the things, and it all worked out in the end anyhow. Kaya, what is yours? It's so weird that we're talking about astrology.
Right? I mean, I feel like I can go on forever with this one. But as a Taurus, I will say I do like my Virgos and my Capricorns, but fuck other Tauruses. I fucking hate Tauruses. Disgusting.
So don't fuck the other Tauruses.
Yeah, like fuck them figuratively, but not literally.
Uh-huh.
And
fuck them. Like that's so
fuck them.
It's
like
God.
fucking myself in a different way, and I don't like it. I don't like air signs either. So no Libras, no what the fuck else is an air sign? Aquarius.
Oh, yeah. And Gemini. We don't talk about Gemini.
Geminis is like toxic relationship sex kind of level where it's like I like this but I don't want to like this kind of thing because you're a piece of shit and you can die. So that's how I feel about them. But like I'd say the best have been Pisces and Virgo. As a Taurian person. And Scorpio.
We've got some comments have come in. I think this was regarding the quokkas. It's like finding out about otters and seals, which are both not great people when it comes to animals. They're very cute, especially Benedict Cumberbatch being an otter. That was kind of a weird thing to find out. Have you ever seen pictures of Benedict Cumberbatch's face and then expressions of otters?
No.
Oh, that's a good internet search.
No. All right.
No, it's not. Mickey saying no, it's not. Christopher saying no parking signs. I love fucking with them. That's what you were complaining about. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No parking signs. Oh God, no. Keep going.
All right. Evlit is saying your tongue doesn't get stuck to the pole in wintertime. I believe that is a comment about the no parking signs. Salty Margarita is also a Gemini. So there we are. It's
but we need to know your moon sign and your rising.
It's why does everybody know my birthday? All right, Salty's saying I'm not that mean. It's true. Whoever, my manager. That's it. His birthday is one day after yours. I share the same birthday as my manager. Denny Leger is checking in. Welcome, Denny. Welcome to the show. We're already in a good 20 minutes in.
Wow,
it's pretty fantastic. Please keep the questions coming in. And if you want to support this channel, make sure you hit the like button. A number of you have already hit the like. That's fantastic. That's really helpful. And also, we are very close to hitting our current target of 50 subscribers. When we do that, we're going to have a giveaway. So if you're on the YouTube or go to the YouTube channel, click subscribe. And we have a $25 gift certificate for Bishop Bag that we're going to give out, as well as a Love Doctor t-shirt. So that's going to be, you have to have a non-hidden or non-private YouTube channel. But when I see that we have 50 people subscribed, I can take a look and we'll do a random draw for the YouTube to get that. So everybody's answered that last question, I do believe. Salty is saying, I do not agree. I think Aquarius and Libra are awesome. We get along very well. All of us are children of the air.
Yeah.
I'm a Libra rising, to be fair. Okay, so I can't. If I hate Libras, it's because I hate myself. Okay.
Oh,
leave me alone.
Hold on. What are you drinking, Kaya?
Oh, it's a vodka soda.
It's a vodka soda. I'm glad you got the small glass today.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to pour all the soda into a glass because I'm too lazy to go into the fridge after. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I like that. That's fair.
Exactly.
All right, let's get back to the questions. So how do you get someone to call your name and shout it to the blue summer sky with a Vegemite sandwich?
Oh God, that's an Australian reference.
It is. I believe. I'm not sure if it's. I think somebody might be trying to be humorous, or it could be racism.
I know who it is. No, I think I know who it is.
You know who it is?
Publicly. No, it's fine. It's in reference to songs, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's a reference to a song, so it's fine. Kaya, do you want to take a shot at this one?
I have no fucking idea, to be quite honest, how to answer it. All
right, then, Mickey, it is your turn to school us.
Oh, God. Well, if you want me to shout your name to the blue summer sky, I know what the fuck you're doing, for starters. And as far as the Vegemite sandwich goes, fuck that. I don't eat that. God. Be gone.
Okay, Virgil is saying fancy. Cherry Top is checking in with a hello. Welcome, Cherry. Cherry, I saw the news. I hope you're doing well. Just a few more days to go. Cheers and love. No one else giving cheers and love.
Oh yes, Salty.
I don't. I'll cheers and love. I'm not sure what for, but I'll cheers and love.
Cherry, I'm not sure if I can say. I saw it on your Instagram, the story. So
no, I'll cheers and love. Whatever it is.
Whatever. And I'm drinking out of this. By the way, this is not a paid sponsorship at all. This is the people that power this. So this is why it looks the way it does. StreamYard creates a wonderful platform for anyone to stream. So if you want to connect with your friends, fans, family, or whatever, it gives you a chance to do so. And it's nice and easy to do that. So let's move on to the next question. With what's a good flavored lube that doesn't turn to a sticky goo?
Oh,
What's a good flavored lube that doesn't stick into a flavored goo? I think the look on Mikki Michelle's face sort of says everything that her answer should.
I just don't know how to answer that. Like, don't they all do that? In my experience, they do. I don't have an answer.
I think
I'd be willing to try more just to test out the theory, but right now I don't have the answers.
I will say the best tasting lube that I've tried, just because I need to give answers to people, was a salted caramel lubricant.
Oh
But
that's my favorite flavor in general.
You need to try it, but
Okay.
will it probably give you a yeast infection if you put it anywhere in your nether region? Probably too. So yeah, in general, I don't really fuck with the flavored lubes because the mix of something kind of fruity with dick or vulva is not always the best combination in my mind.
Mm.
So I just go for a water-based lube personally, not sticky, and you enjoy the authentic flavors.
There's a lot to be said for the authentic flavor. The most definitely. I also like anything that I think the same people that do the flavors for flavored lube are the same people that do the flavors for the treatment that you get from the dentist. You remember the fluoride treatment you get in there?
Oh my
That
God.
like that was not fucking peach, is what I want to say. That was not definitely did not taste like peach.
No.
So yeah, definitely not a big fan of that. Cherry's getting back saying, 11 days out of 14 for quarantine. They had a positive test on the COVID, so keep resting up. Lots of care there. Christopher saying, a Vegemite is an Australian mammalian vegetable that has a beak and is venomous.
God, I'm not drunk enough for this. Jeez.
All right, now we have crossed into. I think we now have crossed into the racism against Australia's bit. Mark Brennan would not be proud of you, Christopher. Ev Lit says that is his area of specialization. I think that might be in reference to the lube. Salty is saying, Cherry hola. Hola.
Hola.
We get cross conversations. We're just bringing it in here. Chocolate blueberry with a silicone base. Evlit is suggesting chocolate blueberry with a silicone base. Gabrielle Willis is saying bubblegum. It's you can spend hours chewing bubblegum if you do it right. So, that was meant to be kind of sexy, but no, it didn't work.
Is.
By the
In my
way,
head.
Gabrielle, good seeing you. Oh, and now the picture comes up. Cherry Top is hola mamacita. All right, we've got cross conversations happening. How's everybody doing? Is everybody enjoying their drinks? You're doing this.
I'm loving my water.
I feel like I'm going to get drunk kind of early because of my genetics.
Do not gulp too much. If you don't have to. Danielle is saying, do you speak my language? He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. Mickey, do you approve of that quote?
I do. I
do?
approve of
All
that.
right.
Just don't give it to me because I don't want your Vegemite sandwich.
Exactly. There we are. We're ready for the next question, I believe. Next question is, what are your favorite lubricants, any orgasm enhancing creams for women on the list? So lubricants, and they're specifically asking for ones that are good for women. We got some shaking heads.
I mean, I'm very
half a sneer from Mickey.
Yeah.
No, God, I just know. It's been that long. Honestly, it's been that long since I've touched any form of lube at all. I can't give you that answer, so I'll pass it on to someone who may be able to.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I I just like my water-based lubricants because I like the sort of natural feeling with them, and I find that they're least irritating. I don't like to go crazy when it comes to lubricant. I'm very traditional. Anything that kind of mimics my body a bit more is what I prefer, which is why I'll go for the water-based ones. Even just the basic KY jelly that you'll get at the pharmacy, it does the job for me.
I like the way you explained that. That's good
Yeah,
points.
and my tears, but that's another story.
You know, I've never had people complain about me using saliva, but it's you know what, like Astroglide is great, but I don't enjoy the taste. Is my take on that, and I've not had women complain about it, but I've never wanted them to taste it either. Christopher's saying he's new to bubblegum and sexy times. Oh, sorry, he's here to chew bubblegum and sexy times, and he's all out of bubblegum. That's not Hell Goes to Frog. It's They Live, a John Carpenter film with Roddy Piper, a Scottish wrestler. That his big famous quote. Salty Margarita is
Spicy.
I thought she was suggesting spicy Thai, but there's a question mark. And there's certain times you don't want spicy down there.
Oof. Oof.
No.
Sorry.
I'm clenching my legs extra hard with that. God.
Yeah, I'm just like, how am I going to walk properly after that?
Yeah.
Everyone's going to ask what happened.
like people who cut jalapenos and
Yeah. Oh God. Ooh.
It's bad enough if I like I'm cutting jalapenos and I just rub my nose, and then can I imagine someplace more sensitive to do that? That would be worse.
Yes. Do not have sex after cutting hot peppers. Please do not.
Oh God. I would make note not to do that.
Yeah, please.
Most people don't need to make a note because they're smart. But we're just gonna generally send that out there just to be cautious anytime you're cutting hot peppers. Avoid coitus afterwards or any digital sex. By digital sex, I mean these digits.
Or wear gloves.
Wear gloves. I think everybody now has a lot of those nitrile, PVC or latex gloves around the house now. So we can always use them for chopping your jalapenos. Denny Leger is saying, I wonder how good Vegemite might be as a lubricant. I don't wonder that at all.
I don't at all. I've never once in my life wondered.
No, and the smell of Vegemite is pretty much enough to turn people off of sex.
Yeah, you might confuse it with something else, and we don't want to go there. God.
Yeah. Oh, the color texture. Oh, Mickey, just all right. I just retasted my dinner at that one. Cherry Top is saying flavored lubes are weird and too artificial. I definitely agree. Hagar is saying living near Sichuan.
Yeah.
I make the mistake like that twice a month. So, all right, Hagar, just you think you learn. At this point, I think it's almost on purpose. If you're doing it twice a month, I don't think it's accidental anymore.
No.
Aja, you just like the pain, admit
It's
it.
just curiosity.
Curiosity killed the cat. Salty is saying that hot is not that bad. So we're learning something about Salty. Christopher is saying, I suspect that due to COVID quarantine in Montreal, a lot of folks are getting used to digital sex. Cherry Top is, there's some sad nods happening. Cherry Top is saying, considering that Vegemite is a yeast, I don't think you want any resemblance to that.
Yeah. Don't do it. Nothing sugary near the. No, please.
Or yeasty.
No, yeah.
Brown.
But yeast loves sugar.
Brown yeasty sugar. No.
Yeah, that's a triple no. We can't go there.
Yeah, thanks for bringing it back to our memories. We had almost cleansed it out by thinking of hot, spicy things.
I'm going to wake up tomorrow and convince myself that I have a yeast infection after this conversation. They're like, oh, it's just that feeling. Oh.
I love how you just turned into Tex Avery and became a cartoon character for that. Just,
what do we get over that feeling?
That's the voice that happens when you feel a yeast infection coming on. You're just like, ooh.
Yeah. What's your yeast infection voice?
Exactly.
I don't know if it was Tex Avery or Mel Blanc, but you know, I just dropped the big names. Christopher Murtaugh saying, "Is there anyone who even likes Vegemite other than men at work? I've never met an Aussie who does."
It's actually very popular here. I've never liked it. I probably never will like it, but it's funny because when I tell people I don't like Vegemite, like Australians that don't like Vegemite, I'm considered to be the weird one.
Well, you do Cabaret Abnormal.
No, I know.
That could be a tagline. It's Cabaret Abnormal. I don't like Vegemite.
Yeah, that's a hashtag. Yeah, hashtag right there.
There we are.
I've never tried it, but I eat everything, so I might like it.
Eat it with a big spoon. Long.
Oh.
Okay, there's some foods that are like you can't eat them like that. Even if you like them, it's like too much.
Midnight Zulus is giving us a palate cleanser so we can move off of the Vegemite. What do you guys like in your burritos? Oh, there's a lot of things I like in my burritos.
Once again, I eat everything. These questions are hard. Like, I like everything. Except pancakes. But there's no pancake burrito.
Pancakes? Oh my God. Really?
The weirdest thing. I'll eat anything. I'll eat a fish eyeball. I don't care. But if you tell me, like, eat a fucking plain breakfast pancake, I'll gag, and I don't get it.
God.
Well,
Really?
you never have it plain. You have it with butter and maple syrup.
Yes, with like those
in
types.
it.
If it's like a pancake with bananas inside, I like it. But if it's like a plain pancake with just maple syrup, for some reason, I gag. I don't get it.
Wow.
It doesn't make any fucking sense given everything else I eat. But pancakes is where I draw the line.
Oh, wow. Just put some Vegemite on it. You'll be fine.
All right.
Then I'll like it.
Are we calling a moratorium on the Vegemite comments because I've noticed more are coming up?
Yeah, no
If I
more.
hear it one more time.
No more.
I can't. I'm out of this. I'm out.
We're all right. Sorry for the people who was saying, "Oh no, they're still coming." All right. Finally, we get something. 63 Des is, why are you hating on pancakes? It's a Kate Twist. I'm not hating on pancakes, and you know what? There was the Oxford Diner in NDG used to do wonderful, and they put anything in it, and having mango pancakes was delicious. I'd have mango, banana, strawberry pancakes when I went there.
Like inside?
Yes.
Yum.
I
So
might
cook
like
with it.
that.
It is definitely good. Miriam is saying waffles or pancakes. No one mentioned the blue. Sorry, Mickey. But waffles or pancakes. I like traditional waffles for the fact that they hold the syrup. I don't know why we're completely off of like sex,
Yeah.
love and relationship questions.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Prudes.
Yeah, exactly. But waffles
These
do
are hungry
hold.
people. Give them what they want. They're hungry.
It does sound that way. 63 Des says that sounds amazing with the mango, banana, strawberry pancakes. Evlet is Kaya, what about maple syrup? I hope you're not suggesting that as a lube.
Oh,
Yeah. Definitely not going near my pussy. But in my mouth, yeah.
Miriam is saying waffles or pancakes. I want to get back to this. The idea about waffles is the fact they get those little crinkles, those little pockets, right? Just increases the area coverage, the landscape, which means it can hold much more maple syrup. So Miriam, it's going to be waffles. And Christopher is saying fun lube, but also a sticky goo. Food sex with waffles or pancakes. All right, food sex with waffles or pancakes.
I was hoping we'd build to that. Okay, for me, I would rather do pancake sex, only because, as the love doctor mentioned, the little pockets on the waffles. I don't know. That could just make for just too much mess for me. Not just with maple syrup, with all things.
Most
Yeah, that
definitely.
makes a lot of sense.
I'm agreeing with Mickey on that one. It's also my mind does not work well. It does not work well because I was just going like, how exactly would that work? It's like, oh, if you take a pancake and you just fold it in half and you bite it, and then you can actually lick the nipple with the pancake around it, and that was
And with and other things too. But
and other things too. But that was a nice little start. And Kaya had this look on her face, went gross, and then that sort of works. That
I
was
was like, you know what? Just fucking slap me with the fucking pancake, okay? That's all, dude. As long as it doesn't go inside my fucking mouth, okay? Take the fucking pancake and hit me with it. Does that answer your question, Miriam?
there we are. I think we've just got to the slap stack.
Slap stack, nice.
Denny Leger say, Kaya Koko, you might want to try crepes Suzette. They might change your minds on pancakes. Crepes are not pancakes.
Exactly, because I eat them.
Timmy No Name, welcome. Pancakes with wings on them. I think it's waffles that you have with the fried chicken, Timmy. So it's waffles. That's just got putting that out there. You're listening to the wrong rap.
Yeah.
It's like I could tell anyone what's good rap or not. Salty Margarita is saying, I love pancakes, but not mango. You can get it with just the bananas and the strawberry. The Oxford people are very good that way. Miriam loves you, Kaya. There we are.
Love you too.
And food, sex, seafood.
Seafood? As in seafood, as in ocean food, or looking in the seafood?
Looking sea. There's two E's there, so seafood. So it's I don't know if that would be like some kind of starvation degradation. It's like you put a big plate of table, but you don't let the person touch it until you've both have satisfied yourself sexually. Is that a new fetish? Did I just create a new fetish by talking about that?
That's where I kind of thought that was where the question was going. So it's not just you, unless there's another take on it.
There you go, Mickey. You think the same way a Gemini does.
No, geez, don't insult me.
All right, I think we got Midnight Sex Club or Midnight Zulus. I don't know why I thought that was Midnight Sex Club. What do you guys think of age play? Seems very weird to me if it's about minors. That's a serious question. Kaya, do you want to take that one first because you are in the hot seat?
Oof, that is a complicated question. I'm not crazy about things like that involve minors. That personally makes me really uncomfortable, but that's my opinion on it. I think it appeals to a lot of people because of the power dynamics. But it is a really complicated question too, because we can ask the same about like, oh, what about the sort of schoolgirl fantasy and all that? It's really difficult when we discuss fantasies, I find. But for me personally, age play makes me a little uncomfortable, especially when it involves minors. But that's my opinion on it.
Agreed. Mickey.
Yeah, I agree with Kaya. I haven't really thought about it that much, but I also, more that I do think about it, it does make me a bit uncomfortable.
The same with like race play as well. Yeah. I know, like, as someone who is a person of color, I know a lot of other people of color who might enjoy it because they find it helps them, let's say, face certain traumas, as we were talking about before. But a lot of people just aren't comfortable with it either. So it is a very tricky question. Like, I'm personally not into that. Like, if you try to make some kind of Asian race play with me, I'm fucking off.
That's one where you get to some CBT on that point. There's for me, it all comes down to if the people are of age, like that is the must, the bare minimum must, and both of them or all people involved understand that it is a game, and that outside of that they don't see the other person. They're not infantilizing the person or treating them like they're less than outside of the game. No matter what the fetish is, I think anything can be explored and talked about as long as everyone is adults and consenting and coming at it with the same attitude. And sometimes it may help them work something out, but if somebody's using it as a solve or a, like, you know, if that's what their thoughts are normally, that's kind of creepy. And I don't mean to yuck anyone's yum. I've been called daddy by a sex partner before. And you know, at the time it was sort of
all the time.
exactly. It's exciting. I've never had, you know, I'm not interested in having sex with anyone that I'm a blood relation to, but in the heat of the moment, it was quite enjoyable. But the idea of people using it consensually and educated, and they don't view that person as underage or or they look down on that racial stereotype normally, or on that race normally, then it can be fine, as long as, you know, it could even be cathartic at times for some people. So again, it comes down to communications with your partner, and understanding, setting the boundaries, and understanding your partner, and just not just saying, I would like this, you can be that, and just saying yes just to kind of please the partner. You want to have that conversation as to the why sometimes with certain fetishes that would make you uncomfortable. Cool. Any feedback on what I just said?
Yeah, well, once again, I think Mikki and I, we're both saying it, we don't have like an objective opinion on it, whether it's like morally right or wrong. It just
personally, it's not something you're comfortable with. And I'm in that same boat, but I don't want to be sitting here like I'm yucking somebody's yum.
No, but you've made some good points that you know, for me to take on board and to think about. So thank you for that. I have thought about it that way.
Yeah, I'd say, sorry about that.
No, it's all good. That just kind of gives me a point to, like, if you're enjoying the conversation and you want to donate to support the channel, everything that comes in the next 24 hours is going to be split with these fantastic two performers that are with me here. So please continue hitting the like button. Hit the like button. I can see that we lost a like somehow. Somebody unliked. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure that you subscribed. I don't think, well, okay, we have been fucking controversial. We came out against Vegemite.
Yeah, I was going to say something like Vegemite. They don't agree. They couldn't handle it.
There we are. And just to remember, when we hit 50 YouTube subscribers, we have that wonderful little giveaway that we're going to do, and we're very close. So make sure that you're subscribed, so your name will be in for the draw. This is the smallest group of people that will be in for the draw in any time that we're doing, you know, the growth of the channel. Sorry, Salty just wanted to clarify that she meant sea, you know, as in seafood. It was a typo. So she gave us 3 messages to get that in there. How did Chris Delia, whatever that comedian's name is, get in here? Yeah, again, that's a predator. Doctor, are you sure it wasn't Granddaddy? I'm younger than you are, Ev. So that was a darn one. Cherry Top is saying, I agree with the Love Doctor. Comes down to communication and the understanding that is a game, and this is game time. That is the most football thing you've ever said, Cherry. But it's right. That's just for certain people, I guess. We'll go with that. We're ready for another question from the anonymous chat. There we are. Let's save us from this one. Hold it. Where did we go? How often do you go to sex shops and what do you buy? There we go. That's the first question. Where did that other question come from if it wasn't from there? I'm not sure. That's me first. I'm in the hot seat. So where I would have to say you know what? It's been over a year since I've been to a sex shop. If we average out over my life, it's not a lot that I've been to sex shops. And what do I buy? I've bought some nice toys. I'm very proud of my flogger. It's a good flogger.
Oh, fun.
But yeah, I think probably most often it would be to pick up some lube or thin condoms, because they do make a difference getting good quality condoms. Kaya.
I mean, pre-pandemic, I'd go quite often. I go for myself to buy kind of like a lot of stripper wear because that used to be my job, you know. I also bought a few things like a gag ball and dildo and lube, you know, just the basic shit. And I also go to buy my very good friends vibrators for their birthdays because I'm an excellent friend. So pre-pandemic, I go often.
There we go. And Mikki.
Okay, so pretty much everything Koko just said. Yeah.
We're great friends. And then they never get us vibrators.
We know each other. We know each other.
Yeah. It's like Taurus Scorpio.
Yeah.
I need to get onto your guys' Christmas list. That's what I need to do. Evelyn is saying anal beads are always a good purchase. Never get it from a professional gardener. Professional gardeners and anal beads are not a good thing because they're used to using the ripcord to start like the various engines.
Well, I'm not exploring anal anytime soon.
Me neither.
Even more now. I'm terrified for me personally.
Oh, geez, wow.
Never do anything that you don't want to do. That's the first rule of sex: is never do anything that you don't want to do. If a partner is suggesting something and they are insisting, then that's not right, because they're not listening to your wishes. But if they suggest something and they suggest maybe joint education, that's something you can do. There are certain ways to approach anal. One of the most miserable things. Can we talk to? Oh, we're good. Just a second. Cherry Tops went to get a Clone-A-Willy. For those who aren't familiar, Clone-A-Willy allows you to basically you take a cast of your penis and they take that and create a dildo from it. And I believe you can get vibrators from it as well. What was that, Mikki?
I thought I was kind of no, I thought that's what that what it was. I'm like, what is that? And then you started explaining. I'm like, okay, got it.
It's like literally the name.
Yeah.
It's sort of like
me too. I didn't know.
It's like Build-A-Bear for genitalia.
Oh, I love it.
Build a dildo.
Build a dildo.
Nice.
Build a cock.
All right. If I'm not gonna give that information unless it's requested, but I do have, when we're talking about anal sex, porn, not even modern porn, anal sex that has been represented in porn is so fucking wrong.
It's horrible. It really is.
It really.
Yeah. It's like, whoa! You need a lot more lube than that, sweetie.
It's like stunt performers. It's definitely.
Yeah. At least eat it before going in.
Oh my god, I love it.
That's my fault.
That's so funny. Oh, eat it before going in. That's great. Awesome.
Like at the bare minimum, you know? They just go in like, whoa, and it's like, no.
All right. Here comes we've got a sci-fi question has come in.
Oh,
if you could clone yourself and have sex with your clone, if you could clone yourself, would you have sex with your clone? Mikki, you are in the hot seat.
Yes, I would. Yeah, long and short of it, yes. Because I'm great. That's why. And I'd give myself double, if I could feel, would my clone be able to feel what my other self is feeling? Because that way I could get like double pleasure.
Let's say yes.
Okay, yes, then double yes.
So you want to have an empathic link with the clone. You want to get the clone sort of like altered so you have an empathic link. So you're getting like the double, sort of like when you were complaining about getting an echo in your ear from the headphones earlier.
Oh, I'm still doing it. That's why I'm going with this.
There we are. You know what? maybe it's just because if something's cloned, it doesn't come out your age, and so I figure like when a clone is made, it's a new baby, and I'm thinking no,
Okay.
no,
what we're thinking.
that's a big no. That's unless you do the scientific like let's age it quickly, or you wait the 18 plus years and hope that your clone is still interested in you because it has a brain that is developed separate from you, so it has possibly a completely different personality.
Oh God.
So they might not want to. So the clone would have to be into it too. And I've got to state, I think by the time my clone is of age, I'll be dead. So I'm not going to put my clone through that.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Had I known. Oh God.
Well, let's pretend that the clone is our ages, okay? Because this
need
is
to
the
pour a drink
future.
after that.
Yeah. I think I would have sex with my clone because I'm, not to brag, I'm not good at many things, but when it comes to sex, I've been told I'm not bad. But then I'd kill my clone because I can't fucking deal with it now. But like, I'd have to have sex with my clone first, and then I can be like, okay, throwing you in the dump truck.
Yeah,
Is that murder?
There we go. The actual sex educator is into snuff. Did not know that.
Hey, it's not murder if it's me.
Oh God.
That sounds horrible. Anyway,
I think it's no longer abortion if it's left your body. Like
Yeah.
if like you can't go at like the kid's 12th birthday going, yeah, I think it's time you were aborted and take them out. No.
yeah, I'll just send my clone to Australia
No.
instead of throwing it in a dump truck, you know?
All right. Yeah, bring your clone to me. I'll take care of them.
Okay, perfect. Will do. It's
All right,
more
It was updating a little bit, saying your clone knows exactly what you like. Chris
Yes,
was saying,
that's right.
I strongly suspect they meant a CMDC, a CMDV when they said clone. So that would, I guess, be aged. And well, that took a dark turn. Sorry, Bashak. It's agree. It's just people automatically think clones are just, it's like a duplication of you. Like you just run through a Xerox machine. But the thing is, it's like when Dolly, the sheep, was cloned, right? They were lambs. They came out. When they displayed them, they were lambs. Dolly was already a full-grown sheep.
We're talking about science fiction.
All right. That's a different
That's
thing.
where we draw the line. That's it. Fiction.
Exactly.
All right. Well, if you could get a gender twist on your clone, like just change the XX to an XY, or for me to get an XX.
Nah.
Yeah.
There
we are.
Me as a fucking cis man. No, it's horrible.
It's true.
How
Yeah.
can it get worse? You know?
All right. So Salty is saying there that they're not into with my clone. I do not think so. She will be a woman, and we are not into women. So both of them, both her and the clone, are not into women.
Okay.
And the clone and herself definitely explained the plural. I didn't. For a second there, I immediately went with the royal we, but it wasn't. Miriam is saying, would it be suicide then? If you kill your clone, is that suicide?
Yeah.
Yeah, not murder.
So
but
it's not homicide. And trust me, if you had a duplicate of me, you would want it to die too.
I'm just thinking it's twice the delightful. Twice the delightful.
No. Yeah. No.
Let's call all of my ex-boyfriends right now.
Yeah. All right. Let's do that.
Yes, we should do that next
All right,
episode.
ex-boyfriend, you are on the air. All right.
Oh, God.
that was an interesting question.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
All right. Oh, as a virgin, we got an as a virgin question. I'm nervous about my first experience. Again, don't base it on porn. Mostly everyone I know has had multiple partners and kind of expect that I have too. How should I deal with this? That's a very deep question. Thank you for trusting us with it. Kaya, you are in the hot seat.
Yeah, I can reassure you that there are people I've been with who have been having sex for 20 years who fucked me worse than people who I've had sex with who were having sex with me for the first time. So that's the first thing I need to tell you to reassure you. And also, every time I find you're with a new partner, regardless if that person has had sex or not, it's always kind of like a clean slate. You're learning each other's bodies and stuff like that. So in my opinion, it really doesn't matter. It just comes down to communicating what each partner likes, and you're fine. And just remember, a lot of people have had sex for a very long time who don't know what the fuck they're doing because they don't give a fuck about other people's needs. So please don't worry about that.
Yeah. No, that's
Mikki.
perfect. Like, you said it so well there, especially with the whole clean slate kind of thing. So I couldn't have said that better. So no, thank you. No, I fully agree.
I'll only add like one thing to it. Just don't feel guilted into having sex. Have sex when you want to have sex with somebody else who's willing, of course. Be with that person who wants to be with you when you want to be with them, or people. I don't know. First experience might be a group thing, but the main thing is to pay attention to your partner. Don't be worried about what's going to happen. Don't worry about what had just happened. Just pay attention to the moment. Keep in the moment. Enjoy what you're doing. Don't be constantly asking for reassurance, but listen to how they react to your touch, and make sure you're giving them the cues how you like to be touched as well. And if they're not picking up on the cues, then you can get a bit more verbal and say, you know what, that thing that you were doing 3 minutes ago that you stopped doing, no, go back to doing that. I really enjoyed that. That was a good thing to do. Do not put your feelings or your emotions or your sensations on the back seat. Don't do it out of some kind of obligation or some fear of that you're missing out on having an experience that so many other people had. Do it because you want to do it.
Yeah, and that's why I think it's so important to know your own body too. And to really, I'd say before having sex with other people, you should masturbate a lot too, because that's a good way to know what you like in terms of pleasure as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's a sexy thing with a partner is to say, can we just masturbate with each other, like each other in the room, to show each other what we like and pay attention to each other.
Yeah.
I think that's hot.
Very fucking hot.
Yeah, God.
And thanks to the lockdown and quarantines, that's what a lot of people are kind of
That's
doing
what I'm
now.
thinking. I'm thinking it was a long lockdown.
So I just realized that Kai is actually drinking her tears. There it is. Evlet is asking the question: can you have socks with someone who has plain black socks on and nothing else? Yes.
Yeah.
Only if they're not a cis het man. Everyone else, you can keep your socks on.
There it is. Isn't that a country song? Oh no, it's you can keep the hat on. All right.
Yeah, leave your hat on.
Daniel J says society makes us have unrealistic attitudes towards virginity and sex, so don't be intimidated. Definitely. And don't think sex is what you see in porn. Fuck, so much is that is wrong.
Fuck no.
That is wrong.
No.
They should make actual educational porn. I know it sounds ridiculous, but like
I think there are some that are out there.
There should be. There has to be.
Yeah.
All right, and we have more questions here. What are cute, fun things to do in a long distance relationship? We just mentioned, I think, Skype sex. We can only masturbate on FaceTime so many times before it feels boring. Shit, I'm in the hot seat.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, so
I love Mikki.
Well, at least we're having fun. If you're out there having fun, hit the like button. No one else has hit any more like buttons since I pointed out that we lost a like. So please hit those like buttons. Make sure that you have subscribed to the YouTube channel. That's one of the things that you can do. In long distance is hit the subscribe button on our YouTube. You want to make sure that you are playing games, maybe asking questions, exploring each other's like full on sensuality, like find out what turns them on. You don't need to be naked and rubbing it to be getting the juices flowing. And it's what are cute, fun things to do in a long distance relationship. Go for a walk. Like if you can walk, go for a walk with the phone and the FaceTime and say, hey, this is my neighborhood. If you feel safe, like show them the things that you like or you see in your community. You can have like that walking date experience. Just it's via video chat. You know, but yeah, playing questions is a great game for this kind of thing. Kaya, it is your chance in the hot seat.
Yeah, well, it's gonna sound so lame. When I was in a long distance relationship, with someone who lived in Switzerland, one of the sexy things we would do that didn't involve Skype sex was to actually write erotic stories and include each other in them. And I mean, I guess it was fun because we're both really creative and into writing. So we'd always make some really interesting, sexy scenarios. And that was fun for us. And it worked well for 2 years. So
Oh, that's good.
yeah, I'd say that's a good option if you want to get rid of the cyber FaceTime sex for a bit.
Yeah.
The genitals fill in the screen.
Yeah. No, I also think like maybe sexy photos, like get a new outfit or something and just take photos in that and pair it up with the erotic stories.
Yes. Even sending a Polaroid can be even hotter too.
Yeah. Polaroids. I love old school Polaroids.
Right?
Midnight Zulu has subbed and having a great time. Thank you, Midnight Zulu.
Yay.
Cherry Top is saying, I think porn is somewhat educational, but I don't necessarily try everything you see on the screen. It's as educational as film. Let's face it, there's a lot of porn that's out there that is more akin to Star Wars than it is to Baby Driver. No, Baby Driver's not realistic either. But it was a billboard out of something outside of somewhere's Wyoming. Never mind. I can't even think of a good film title at this point. The commitment's there.
Yeah. And the problem also just lies in like interpretation as well. Like even if it was like educational, it's never like explicitly, and then people just interpret it the wrong way. Yeah.
It's I think a good educational porn would have the people talking about sex before having sex.
Yeah.
Like, and agreeing to boundaries ahead of time.
Yeah, some sort of an outline prior.
Although I do see Stoya, a porn star that I find really hot, is starting to do that in her recent porns that I don't watch that often. You'll see her saying, hey, I find you really hot. Do you want to do this? And I'm like, wow, that's amazing. I love that. So
consent in porn.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I really like that.
Cherry Top is saying, Kaya, that's so cute. The sexy letters. Hagar says Kaya knows about sending Polaroids.
Why are you exposing me like that?
It's one of your exes.
I wish Hajar was my ex. I'd be very happy about that.
All right. There we are. Just lining up the next question. The next question is, what are cute fun? Oh no, that's the question we just did. Yeah. All right. Why are flavored lubes all sweet? I'm not a chemist. I don't know if I can answer this. Why not something high on the Scoville scale? No. We discussed hot papers already. Stuff. There must be a masochist market for ghost pepper lube. I think we sort of covered that already. It's
how about the Carolina Reaper hot lube? Or not. Or not. Why must you ask these things?
Yeah. We're going to stick with the or not. There it is. Hagar Dodge is saying future exes. There's hope. All right. What's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten? You know what? I feel like, is anyone here ever watched like anime and then all of a sudden it's like this really good story and then all of a sudden it's like it becomes a cooking story for an episode?
What? Sorry. Anime.
Yeah. There's no one. All right.
I mean, I do like a cooking story in anime, but not when it's mixed with a sex story, because those are two pleasures that I just want to keep separate. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So just to go back, this is the question. What is the weirdest thing you have ever eaten? That is the question, and Mikki is in the hot seat.
Honestly, I don't eat weird things. I'm very picky when it comes to food. I've always been very picky when it comes to food, so I don't eat weird things. I think it's best for one of you guys to answer it.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't want to say her name. Okay.
Oh,
Then in that case, can I say a cis het man's ass?
oh
Just
God.
There we are. VW is also pointing out that it happens all the time in anime. That there'd be a story and all of a sudden it becomes a cooking show for an episode. Daniela J says the weirdest thing I have ever heard of is fried bat lungs.
Ooh.
Interesting. I've eaten lung. I'm not sure what animal, but I have.
The Scots will kind of grind up the lung to go into the haggis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good. I like organs. Sounds so disgusting when I put it that way. I mean, like some of them are pretty good. Not human ones, just in case anyone was like. I feel like humans would just taste like shit too. Like I just have no interest in eating a human, like even if it was
with all
ethical.
the processed shit that we end up eating.
Yeah, just like omnivores in general, I think taste like fucking garbage. So. The idea of eating a raccoon.
Yeah, there is Bashak has had a bull's ball, which is that's a prairie oyster. That's what they call those.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Oh yeah, it's that's there's also I've had a sheep's eyeball. I've had chocolate covered ants. I've had chocolate covered crickets. Pretty much,
I think that's good.
Yeah, those were good. Yeah, eyeballs are kind of weird because they sort of pop.
Mm.
Mm.
I'm like,
Hey, I mean, I'm Asian, so I eat everything. It's just a thing, like,
and apparently including cis white man's ass.
Yes, that's not going back to that.
There we are. What is the sexiest fruit, and why is it peaches?
Peaches.
Kaya, you've got that one.
I mean,
First.
a peach looks like a butt.
Yeah.
So I think that's a reason. So I think that you have your answer. Looks like a bum.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mikki is agreeing with peaches. Same reasoning.
Mm-hmm.
It's mangoes are juicier.
Mm.
That's true. There's a lot of potential.
But there's a lot more work to get at a mango. So maybe that's why I appreciate a bit more than a peach.
I just want to eat fruit.
Christopher saying +1 on omnivores tasting bad. He's had bear heart, so stick with the herbivores. Vegans are the tastiest.
I'm vegan and I agree. I am tasty.
Ooh.
There we are. You heard it here first. How do you spice up things in the bedroom after a decade in your relationship? Kaya. I imagine that's theory at this point.
Yeah, because like I'm literally 22. So if I were in a relationship for 10 years, been pretty impressive. I don't know. I'm not the best at maintaining relationships a lot of times. So I'm probably not the best person to ask, But I'd say trying new things sexually, traveling together when there's no pandemic. And yeah, I mean, sometimes opening up your relationship can be an option as well, if that's your thing. Things like that. But once again, I don't know shit. I haven't been in a relationship for more than 2 years.
Yeah. No, I've not been in a 10-year relationship, so I can't say, but God help me if I ever do. And but no, I also like the idea of exploring new things, exploring new, I don't know, potential kinks, and opening up a relationship if that's what you're both into. But yeah, I can't really say beyond that because I've not been in a 10-year relationship.
We're bad at that here.
Communication is key. Sometimes the best thing for a relationship could be ending it after 10 years. But make sure that you communicate with each other. Make sure that you're exploring. Like, a person's needs, wants, kinks, etc. can change over a certain period of time. And if you are aware of that and you're keeping in communication with your partner, you can evolve with them and with their feelings, and making sure that they're aware of yours as well. One of the biggest deaths to a relationship is, you know, they said they didn't like that, and now I feel like they've rejected me, and so I'm not really trying to introduce anything new anymore. That's not the case. When you get a rejection, that might be just a right now. No, I'm not in the mood right now, or I'm not interested in that right now. Things can change in time. Find out the reasons why. Ask the why. Don't badger though. Don't kind of press, say, get in. Well, you didn't like that. Yeah, exactly. So the thing is, and don't badger, and also spend the time to ask them about what they like. Like, question them, not interrogate, but question them in a playful way to find the things that they would like to do. And then take the time to either research or explore what they like as well. And hopefully try to encourage them to research and explore the things that you like. And doing that research together is sometimes very helpful because any immediate questions can come up. They can be answered. So in a long-term relationship, you need to have that level of communication with each other. You need to make sure that your partner feels supported. And if you're not feeling supported by them, let them know, because it could have just been a mental oversight. Some people go and say, I love you. And then they expect, I said it once, it's good for the next time. Things have not changed. But other people will go, well, he's not said, I love you to me this week. And that's horrible. I feel like he doesn't love me anymore. Cherry Top wants to point out that figs are sexier than, I guess, apricots and peaches. Margarita Romera is saying passion fruit. It's in the name.
Banana.
Banana. There we go. So only if you eat it right, like mashed up with a fork.
Of course. I just like to cut mine up in thin slices.
In slices. I actually, that's what I had for dessert tonight. I had yogurt with banana slices in it.
Ooh,
That is the saddest dessert I've ever heard of.
I put a little maple
dog.
syrup in it because it was like plain yogurt. It wasn't like sweetened.
Okay, that's better now. That's not dessert, that's health.
When you get to be a certain age, you'll appreciate the healthier desserts.
Oh,
Miss 22 over there.
I love it. That's not dessert.
That's not dessert. This is dessert. Did you just kind of like unintentionally or intentionally paraphrase the Crocodile Hunter?
It wasn't intentional, but now that you've kind of put that in my mind, it can be. That's not dessert. This is a dessert.
There you are.
I don't have dessert to show, but
I definitely.
I wish.
Definitely got it. We're in overtime at this point. We've been at this for an hour and 20 minutes already. Christopher Murtaugh saying that he's lucky enough to wake up and feel compelled to tell the person next to me that I love them every single day. Very, very lucky. And I commend you definitely on that, Christopher. But I do suggest you get your keyboard back from Bashak. All right, we are out of the anonymous questions. We haven't done any things from the archives, but we have fulfilled the hour long of the show. Bashak is given 3 hearts, so it may be this is I believe that it is a true romance. This is another thing. Do fun, sexy things together with your partner. Like watch the Love Doctor live stream. That's one way to keep spice into the relationship, because that's what Christopher and Bashak are doing, and they are deeply, passionately in love, at least not fighting in public. So that seems to be a good thing that is working for them.
I have a good suggestion, actually.
Oh yes. Did we not get to you? Yes, Kaya.
Finally. No, actually, on the 26th of March, you can come watch Fantasy Burlesque. That'll be a good way to spice up your relationship. Wink, wink.
Definitely. And for anyone who's watching this or watching the reruns in Australia, Mikki, do you have something to tell?
Only just tip me. Give me all the money. But no, I've got shows coming. And honestly, I've got shows coming up in Australia in May. If you follow Cabaret Abnormal, you can see all the information there. And I'd love to see you there in person, because we can do that. And hopefully we can still do that in May.
There we are. When the Wiggle Room has permission to open again, the Vaudeville Variety Show will be live again with the fantastic. Let me see if I can bring this up. Just
Frenchie.
Love that woman.
Frenchie Jones. I miss Frenchie Jones.
So I've got that sitting here beside me, keeping me company during the show. Please donate to the channel. The link tree is running along the bottom. That's my manager. So it's just go to www.linktr. So linktr.ee and /Paul Ash. The first thing says, buy me a drink. And any of the money that comes in from that in the next, I'm out of focus here. Well, hello. I'm just bringing it back. All right. Anything that comes in the next 24 hours, it will be split with these fantastic performers who've been kind enough to join me on the live stream tonight. Please help me appreciate them by donating to the show. And Nikki send is vaccine. I'm not sure Nikki send is vaccine. I'm not sure exactly what that means. Mikki, send us vaccine.
You don't have vaccine yet?
We do.
We've been getting it, but it's right now. I think the youngest person that can get it is 65, unless you're immediate healthcare.
Yeah, that's what that's kind of what's happening with us as well.
All right,
but you guys are smarter because your lockdowns are better and not half-assed lockdowns like in.
It's true.
We are.
One of the things that has happened here in Quebec is that we've had a curfew. For those who are not aware, we have to be in the house. I even mentioning the curfew, I still go out of focus. We have to stay in the house after 8 p.m. at night, unless we have a special letter saying that we're working or we're essential or whatever, and are out. Now the thing is, the premier was saying that the reason why the numbers are dropping, because it dropped 74% since the curfew was in place, that our new cases had dropped 74%. But the other provinces of Canada, they've dropped, I think, on average of 70% as well. So it's not been the fucking curfew. It's just the fact that the other austerity or the other measures that have been in place have dropped the numbers down. I feel weird and fuzzy.
Yeah.
I'm not in focus.
Going.
We're just all drunk.
Yeah.
I've been drinking good stuff.
I'm sober.
Oh, that's true. It's 2 p.m. Christopher saying thanks for the wonderful show. First time I've heard Miss Michelle's voice. Mikki Michelle.
I'm sorry for that.
It's been lovely. We missed you so much there, Mikki.
I don't want to hear my voice either.
I want to hear it.
Okay. Let's call each other after.
Absolutely.
Well, when this is, you know what? I'm going to start closing everything except for the YouTube, so everyone can come to the YouTube to say final buys to us and make sure that they subscribe. So as I'm doing that, we just got a comment has come in. Let's see these comments. The comment was, the Love Doctor is clearly drunk, or is that unclearly drunk? That's a possibility. Christopher Murtaugh saying our premier is a moron. Kaya, what's his party's name again?
La Cac.
There we go. Viv, welcome. Thank you very much. Do I know when the Wiggle Room will open up? Sorry if it was mentioned already. I haven't mentioned it yet because we don't know, because the government hasn't given the go-ahead to do that. It will be opened up when the government gives the go-ahead, and we make sure it is safe for our performers and patrons. Even if the government gives the go-ahead and we don't feel that we can do it safely, there's no way that Jeremy would be letting people into the club, because he loves his patrons too much to put them at risk. So VVV, thank you very much for tuning in, and welcome to the show. Just as we're ending on YouTube here, Christopher Murtaugh is giving a slanche, so we're taking a drink from Facebook. We are currently only on YouTube at this point in time. I'm the Love Doctor. I know I love you all. Kaya, Koko, Mikki Michelle, I love you both so much for being part of this.
Thank you.
We love you too.
Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure. For everyone watching, thank you. And please hit that like, hit that subscribe. We still have 15 viewers at this point in time. If all of you subscribe right now, we should probably be hitting that 50 so we can do the giveaway. And please pay attention for the notifications. We'll be contacting the winner of that gift prize if we've hit 50, which I'm pretty sure we're going to fucking do this week.
Yay.
Subscribe if you want to make Kaya Koko horny.
Oh, well, that's a new. That wasn't part of the prize package. Well, I'm kind of glad that I'm blurry now.